Hi guys, welcome to Oddcast, a For Nerds by Nerd show. Today you're joined by me, Paige, Joe, and CN, and today we're going to be talking about video games. Not just any video games, but chore-like video games. And what do I mean when I say chore-like video games? I mean crafting, survival, farming, those games that have those repetitive tasks that you do over and over and over again, and you just think, why am I doing this? This is a chore. I'm just playing this video game because I love it. So that's what we're talking about today.
Absolutely, yeah. Why do we love it?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, why are you hitting the like button and the little bell for notifications for our channel so that you can be notified?
That'd be more like, why aren't you?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
You should be doing that. Make sure you hit that notification button. That way, more video game content, movie content, show content, you'll know when we do it. So.
Yeah. But why am I doing it? It's fascinating to me to think that we spend our free time playing games where all you do is chores. It's chores.
Chore work.
We're just going to call it chores.
We hated chores when we were kids. Why are we playing a video game about it?
I barely do my dishes now, but you know what I am going to do? I'm going to go gather that water, gather that lumber, and gather that rock. And not just one time. No. I'm going to do it at least 12 times in the next hour.
So what do you guys think the reason why you got games like...
So I have a theory. I have a theory as to why this style of game is so popular.
Well, hold on. First, I want to go ahead and give some examples of the games that we're talking about, and just in case that you guys don't really know, we're talking games like Animal Crossing is actually one of the current games that's out there. Everybody's playing right now. Farm Together, Stardew Valley. Help me out.
Harvest Moon, Subnautica,
there are
Stranded Deep.
There are so many games,
and the newest one, Valheim.
Yeah, Valheim. Actually, yeah, we got to play that. But there are so many games out there that you just do chore type work with really no satisfaction.
Oh no, there's plenty of satisfaction.
True.
Yeah,
there's
okay.
satisfaction.
We'll get to that
because we're playing the game.
We'll get to that. But go ahead.
My theory as to why they're so entertaining and so enjoyable is because it offers an instant gratification to the hard work that you put in.
I have to disagree with that.
So let me ask you this.
Then you play in the wrong games.
Yeah, so you're playing Harvest Moon.
Okay.
And you finally have the right supplies to build your barn. How happy are you?
I mean, it's cool.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, but there's it's like after that's that, it's like, all right, what's next?
Well, no, but then you get more stuff to make more money so that you could buy more stuff and expand.
It's a weird, very weird feeling. I have to admit, it's a very weird feeling.
Honestly, it's very akin to gambling.
Ooh,
because you get one. Say, we'll go with Stardew, for example, because I love Stardew. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours in the Stardew Valley, which is very chore-like. I get up every morning, I water my crops, I pull my crops, I fertilize them, I cut down all of my trees, and then I have to go and talk to all my neighbors and give them all gifts. But it's like it's in a tier. Once you spend all this time collecting all these things, doing these things, then you accomplish this task and you get that instant gratification. It's very similar to gambling.
Yeah, I mean, when you said that, I was like, man, that's a really good analogy. And and when I play,
so right now,
it's just without the risk. I don't have to risk losing all my money.
Exactly.
I'm super fine with playing this kind of gambling. Let's do this.
Yeah, but I mean, now that you've said it, there's definitely an RNG aspect to all of the survival crafting games, even in Subnautica, which both of us are playing right now. We need copper, and we keep breaking open sandstone chunks, and you know what we get? Gold. I don't need any more gold. I'm full, thank you.
And that's the part that I was trying to say, is that there are aspects of the game that I'm not going to lie that you in order to get that part of the satisfaction, you have to grind through the monotony of breaking open the rocks to see which one am I getting. Am I getting gold? Am I getting copper? Am I getting this? Am I getting that? Or just having it like in help me out here, the game that I love to play, the farming game.
Harvest Moon?
Yes, Harvest Moon. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure you love to play it so much.
Yeah.
Can you remember the name of it?
With Harvest Moon, I mean, the thing about it is that you have all these tasks, you have all these crops that you have to grow, and the cows and chickens and stuff like that, but their goals to do something else. So for me, it's the grinding to get the items needed to progress the part that you want to be entertained by. That's the part where I say that there's really no...
And I think that there's a certain aspect of that, but I mean, the other part to me that I enjoy doing most, and a lot of these games accomplish that, is the idea of building something. Like, whether I'm building a farm, or in Subnautica building a base, or in Conan building a castle with a village, like
with slaves.
Well, and I think it has to do a lot with the complexity of the game. Like, if you say like Stardew, for example, it's not a very complex game. It is a very simple, chill. I play that game when I want to chill. But if I still want to do different chore-like stuff, like I can go with something like, say, Frostpunk. Frostpunk is actually another, like, it's a resource management survival type of game, but I always have to make sure that everybody's healthy, we have enough wood, we have enough this. So it's slightly different, but I think that resource management, any type of management game like that in of itself, is another type of chore that is very repetitive. And while there's endless mode in that, where I could keep going forever and build my city to be this massive thing, but then they have scenarios or even Don't Starve. Don't Starve is another. It's crafting, survival. You can farm in there too if you don't die instantly, like Joe does.
Hey! If they didn't want those caves to be explored, they wouldn't have put them there.
Exactly.
I mean, curiosity killed the cat, and I mean, you died quite often. It's that type of if you have enough complexity in the game, it offsets the chore system that's in place, making the chores worth it. By doing said chores, it enables you to dive deeper into the game in the complexity of what else is required. Because in most games like that, the chore is not the only thing present. Even in Animal Crossing, you're trying to make your island better. New Horizons, specifically, the newest one on the Switch. You're trying to make your island better, your house awesomer, getting KK to come play a concert on your island. Like, there are milestones of achievement, so it's not just doing the one task over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not wrong, but there's a definite amount of grindage to that, and still. I log into my island at least once a day to do the chores that are given to me for that one day, which is, the message in a bottle and getting the fossils. Actually, I haven't even been shaking my trees as of late.
Hey, that's how you get free furniture, free items. Well, I always shake my trees.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Playing those type of games, definitely when you play, you literally lose track of time. Like, I literally can potentially spend hours and not realize it.
Well, why are you playing a video game? To take time, to consume your time and be entertained.
Well, what I'm saying is that it's so relaxing. It kind of calls back to what you were saying before as far as Stardew Valley. It's so relaxing that I don't really recognize time.
And that's even when it's an unsettling thing. Like, I mean, we've sunk a bunch of time now into Subnautica, and it's still just as creepy.
It's creepy.
You're in the dark area. You hear noises. You get occasionally just hit in the sub, and you don't know what's going on.
I mean, you're on an alien planet that's 90% water. And you're seeing underwater alien creatures, and you don't know what's hitting you. You hear something growling or moaning in the distance, and you have to go into caves.
Yeah, and the music, the soundtrack, and the soundtrack and scores on these games, it's either something that's they're always calming, very relaxed, or it's very I don't want to say stressful, but very tension-inducing is
Don't Starve is stressful as fuck.
Yeah,
it is terrifying at some point.
So that's the biggest thing. So you survive in Don't Starve because you play it safe, and I die. And when we say that we die, I don't typically make it through a week. I'm just I have to go back and try again. Paige has made it to day 45 or something, probably day 80 by now. But
no, I think 45 was 46 was my max.
Yeah, 7. I barely make it a week because I start looking for a place to put down roots and set up a base, and then I'll be like, oh, this is cool, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what? I need food, and then what's this cave? And then just like that, the cave kills me every time.
I mean, it's kind of similar to even in Subnautica. You're exploring the deeps of the ocean, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, this is a cave. Let me go down here. And then you don't realize that there's something.
And then there's a big difference in the style of games too, because with farming games and with cities, the resource management style games, typically you have a goal that you are trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of mile markers.
Yeah.
But there comes a point in games Conan is its own weird example because there's not really a story in that. It's just kind of you do you.
Basically, it's like, hey, Conan saves you, and then you're on your own.
Yeah, you figure it out. Go kill turtles, or don't. Let the turtles kill you. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna send raiders to come catch you and take all your stuff.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Pat on the back, tap on the head, and then he sends you off in the desert. And there's a lot of trial and error in that game, even down to, can I eat this? This is probably not safe.
This is probably not safe to eat, but I'm hungry, so...
Yep.
It's either eat this bad rotting meat or die. I guess I'm going to go with the rotting meat. Oh, that was a horrible mistake. Why would I do that? And then... there's games that are just open-ended. Like, even Subnautica, like, I know what the end goal is, but how to get there has not been told in, like, a way.
And then the games like Farming Together and games like Stardew Valley, those games have, I'm assuming, a general... I've never actually been able to get far enough.
Farm Together does not, really. It's just a you farm and you manage this thing. Like, that doesn't really have a story. But
Make
Stardew
money,
Valley...
buy land.
I thought it had some sort of like...
It doesn't.
No,
Farm Together doesn't. But no. Stardew has a story plot that ends really on like the beginning of year 3, but you can play it forever. I'm at the end of year 6 on my current my oldest farm, and I have like over 300 hours in that one. So you can play it indefinitely, and I play that for relaxation. That is the main reason I play Stardew Valley, even though it is chores.
Yeah, and she's
there
not
is
alone.
something relaxing in the repetition, and so there's... Why do we do this? Because it's fun. Honestly, that is straight up why I play those types of games, because it's fun and relaxing.
Yeah,
except for Don't Starve. Don't Starve is stressful, but that's a whole nother thing.
It offers the opportunity for you to turn your brain off. I guess that's why we do it.
So why do you guys do it? Do you guys play the same games that we're talking about? Have you played any of those games at all?
Have you played Graveyard Keeper?
That one was kind of
Keeper's
weird.
a great one.
Yeah, I've seen him play it. It was pretty interesting.
It has an ending. A lot of games have an ending.
Definitely let us know in the comments if you played any of these games, or if there's a game that is very similar to what we're talking about.
Tell us your favorite
and that you haven't
survival crafting farm game.
Yeah,
I want to know, because I constantly watch more videos and pick up more games.
Yeah, so definitely let us know.
We love these. Yeah, drop some in the comments. We'd love to play some more.
And while you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That way you'll know when we have more stuff that we like to talk about.
Because there's no telling when we'll be playing those games, and we're going to want to talk about them.
And we might even review the game that you mentioned. So you never know. But until next time, I guess that's it. I guess we'll talk to you guys later.
Stay safe.
Later, guys.
Bye.